Hi, it's Tyler Thorson again with the CorpusFishing.com Weekend Outlook, brought to you by a longtime sponsor, Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Rockport. They've been with us for 8 years, and they had a devastating loss with Hurricane Harvey earlier this year, and they're booming back and bouncing back, selling RVs and going great guns once again, thanks to our friends, the manager Steven out there and my buddy Lana, keeping us abreast of what's happening out there. But things are going back, Rockport is strong, and sales are up. Go check out the boats and RVs out there. We're at Bob Hall Pier, one of the premier landmarks on North Padre Island. The fish are diving, jumping, and the pelicans are diving after them. I spoke to the folks at Bob Hall Pier. They said the pompano are biting. They have Spanish mackerel. In fact, I see a guy with a line down there. He might have a stringer out there. The Spanish mackerel are biting. The trout are biting. And my friend Leonard, my yard person extraordinaire, has been catching lots of Spanish mackerel at night, and also a lot of oversized reds. Oversized reds, snook, pompano, trout, and even a few Jack Crevalle have been caught down south on the Padre Island National Seashore. Nick Meyer's been catching them at long distance on the fish bites and shrimp combos at long distance. He says he's been doing better when the tide is going out. Right now we have the tide coming in. The high tide today is going to be around 6 o'clock. But things are looking good for the rest of the weekend, except for the full moon on Sunday. So that means the bite will be overnight and early and late in the afternoon. But weather-wise, you can't beat it. Seas 2 to 3 feet, the surf about 2 to 3 feet. You can't find better conditions. There might be a little bit of weed here and there, but you move along, move south, move north, find another spot, get into some pompano, some whiting, black drum, and redfish. They are out there. Over at Packery Channel, they've been catching flounder. They've also had Spanish mackerel out the end and a few Jack Crevalle. Same thing up north at the Port Aransas jetties. I've seen snook, I've seen a lot of big trout, redfish, and a few flounder going in there. My friend Dean Thomas, George, and John were out there over at the flats at Aransas Pass. They were catching redfish on topwaters on those Spook Juniors with the hooks they put on there instead of the trebles. They do great on those. They've been catching a lot of redfish. So over at the Causeway, I spoke to the folks there. They're getting a lot of Atlantic cutlass fish. You know them as ribbon fish, along with trout in the morning, early and late. They said the flounder bite has died down somewhat with the weather being warmer and whatnot. Look for the next front to get those moving again, once again. Down south, I was looking at Captain Sally at Baffin Bay Rod and Gun. She caught and released a 28-inch trout, so the big girls are starting to show up. For more information and to post your reports and pictures, go to CorpusFishing.com. Have a great weekend.